Hi, in this video I will show you how I rig this character. Very simple one, but I see a lot of animators are struggling with quadrupeds, especially rigging the eye key for the legs. So we start with a container bone that contains everything except the shadow. Then we go for the body bone. Then we spawn 2 branches for rotational movement of the hip and the chest. As well, we can control the hip and chest separately. It's very helpful if we want to add layers of animation. We have a tail with 2 bones. As you can see, the front legs are pretty much simple. They can move as I guess you would do normally. But rear legs have this reversed bone, which I use to avoid using double eye key for each leg. So you can see if character is going down, this is not moving. I will be moving it manually each time. So this is helpful when we want to add amortization when he's jumping, he's leaning back and forth. So this is very helpful to use, and especially when we can also scale it to show some kind of rotation in perspective. Great. Next we have our head, which is connected to the neck and back portion of the spine. We importantly have our ears, which are constrained to the face to achieve a nice 3D. Nothing complicated. I didn't go with reverse bone at the back of the head. I mostly go with that bone when I see some kind of volume behind. It can be hair, like puffed hair. It can be some kind of other decoration that's go behind. This is very useful to have that reverse bone because it will really worth the water to rig with that bone. And anyway, I can just add it whenever I want and add that layer over it. So first I go with just 1 bone. Great. I really wanted to add a layer of rig to the snout because this character is very specific and he's going to be doing some oink oink sounds by moving it, by scaling it, and I couldn't miss rigging the nostrils. Maybe he's going to smell something. I have made a simple rig for pupils. You can see just 1 bone moving them around. I normally do the simple way. I might go with like a limiting rotation in that particular circle, but it's a lot of time. Normally when I do animate the eye lines of the character, it's a lot of manual work. So it's not like you move both of them at the same distance. So you need to make sure to move them very tiny bit to just find the best proper way to not break the eyeline. And we have eyelids that lowering down, you can see they actually can't blink, which are they not supposed to do. We have lower eyelids, which are very nice for some happy smiling faces. But how do we blink actually? For this character I made the blinking, used just the states of the blinking. We have closed and happy closed. But importantly, I'm not just switching the states. In animation, I will bring it down and then quickly switch. So it helps a lot to smoothen the transition. So it's not just like switch. For the face, we also have mouth. You can see it also moves the chin. A lot of time I see animators forget it and just move the mouth, but the chin is also the part of the mouth, it has to move. And eyebrows, they are merged with the head, and then you can see I have separated them with the rings so they don't stretch all the face. Lastly, we have the shadow, just 2 bones, 1 mesh, simple mesh, you can see it here. Maybe our character is raising on his rear legs, and we will need to shorten it, something like that. How is it? Do you like it? Great. If you want to experiment with it, you have very limited opportunity. I do have a fresh new workshop which I will be posting the link on this video description. You will be receiving a link to our private Discord channel where you will receive this rig after signing NDA document and do an animation. It's gonna be a jump animation. Imagine the character receiving very tasty ice cream and he's just jumping in exclamation saying yay. It's going to be jump in the place. It's going to be high jump where all the feet are releasing the ground. It's very important to make sure that all the poses, anticipation, the pause with exclamation, and the recovery, they are very nicely visible. So we have quick transitions, we have interesting poses, and we have that slowing down. So I will be helping you around in the Discord server. So places are limited. It's my second workshop. I'm very excited to make it worthy for you. So let's see how many of you want to try it. Bye guys.